All right. Okay. We'll be very fast. We are doing statistics, and in this topic, we'll tackle things like finding the mean, finding the mode, finding the median, the range, the variance, and the standard deviation to the fullest. So, given the data sample, that's a sample. It's not really data, but sample data. So it has what 7, 11, 11, 15. Um, 20, 20, 28, like that. So, without even wasting our time, shall we start? Okay, so the data set that we have is I'll repeat the data set. We have for 7, all right? We have 11, we have again 11, okay? We have 15, we have 20, we have um, 20 again, then finally 28, like that, okay? So, Um, let me just take you back to something important there. Okay, so let me just start defining things. So when we say mean, all right, what do we mean by mean? So mean is just adding up of values, then dividing by the number of those values. That's how we find the mean. Then the mode now will be gotten by the values that appear to be the most, like they repeat themselves. We'll list those values as what? Mode. Then median, it is just a value that is on the mid. All right, if you have two of them that are on the mid, then we just add those two and what divide by the two, so that we see really what is in the mid, again between them. Then the range, you just subtract the bigger number minus the smaller number. All right, the variance, it will be gotten. We'll see how we'll find the variance, and the standard deviation also, we'll see how we can find that. All right. Okay. So now, having the data, we have explained how to find all those stuffs. All right, we have explained how to find all those stuffs. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'll find the what? The median. So the median, we say it is just the number on the middle. Is there any number? So this number can be, the set of number can be odd result or just even. Now let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is odd. So go on the middle. We have 15 there. So our median is now what? 15. The number on the middle. All right. Then the next thing that I'll say is the mode. All right. So the mode is, we said, is the number that often repeats itself. So we can see 11 is repeating itself and also 20 is repeating itself. So meaning that we have what? 11 and what? 11 and 20. They are modes. All right. That's how we do it. Then see, we will find what we call now the range. All right. How do we find the range? So the range will be gotten by saying what? The biggest minus the smallest. We can see this 28 is the biggest number. So what we are going to do is, we'll say 28 minus what? Leave 7, like that. This will give us what? 21, like that. Okay. So that's about the range. What about just the mean now? All right. So that we said the mean is just adding up of values. So mean will be presented by the symbol like that. So adding up of values, then divide by the number of values. Okay. So we'll add those values. So we'll say 7 plus 11 plus 11 plus 15 plus 20 plus 20 plus 28, like that. Okay, then you add everything by what? By the number. So how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are 7. So you say 7. Then this, you divide that, it will give you what? Once you add those, the total will be 112. Okay. Then 112 plus that, that is what? So am I correct? So 7 plus that, that's 18. 18 plus that, that's 29. 29 plus that, that is what? 30 what? 34. 34 plus that, Okay, okay, okay. It is giving me yeah, it's correct 112. Then divide by what? By 7, like that. Then what would be the answer? The answer is now 16. When you divide 7 to that, that's 16. All right. So now that this is 16, we are now okay with the mean. So that's the mean of that value. Okay. Hope that is clear. Then the next thing that you are going to do is to find now the variance. All right. So finding the variance, will say the variance is given by the formula. All right, but before finding the variance, we need to arrange the data set as follow. So the variance will be gotten by doing this. All right. So the variance will be gotten by what? By saying s squared this is the variance, by the way. So that's the variance. So that is what? The variance. So this s squared will be gotten by adding up what we call now summation of the following. All right, x minus x mean squared over the number of samples. So this n simply means number of samples, then minus 1. All right, that's the standard deviation. So we'll see how we can also find the, that's the variance. We'll see also how we can find the standard deviation from that. So how can you achieve this formula there? So we'll arrange the following data. The same data, we'll arrange it as follow. So we are finding the variance, by the way. So I'll say x there. All right, then here I'll put the mean. All right, then here I'll put the same x minus the mean. All right, then here I'll say the same x minus the mean. All right, then now squared. All right, so what I'm going to do is the x values are those values. Now x represent the number of frequencies or just values. So I have what? 7. I have what? 11. I have I have what? I have again 11. I have what? 15, right? I have what? 20. I have again 20. All right. So then the mean now is always 16. So this is constant for this case. Okay. So now subtracting the two. So once you say 7 minus 16, that will give us what? Negative 9, right? Then 16 minus 11 minus 16, that will give us what? Negative 5. Then what is the, again, 11 minus 16, again, negative 5. What is again, wait, I need to write straight. All right. So what is that again is what? Negative 5, like that. Then what is 15 minus 16? That is what? Negative 1. All right. What is 20 minus 16? That will give us what? 4. Again, 20 minus 16, that will give us what? 4. Right? Hope that is clear. So I forgot 28 there. Then there's also the same 16 mean. So 28 minus that will give us what? 12. All right. So since it is giving us 12, what we are going to do is we'll square now. 9 times that, that's 81, right? So 9 times that, that's 81. Okay, so this is what? 81. So there then, what is 5 squared? That's 25, right? Then again 5 squared, that's 25. All right. Then what is the 1 squared? Is 1. So that's 16. That's 16. Then that is 112, 144 to say. I've really made a big mistake there. Okay, so that's 112. So I'm just 144. I'm lacking space here. That's why I can't. So I'll say 112. All right. So 144, like that. Then you add those one. You give the summation. What is the summation of that? That will give you what? All right, 3. 0.08 like that. Okay, so that's the summation of that. So now from the formula variance, we can say now variance squared, which is just the variance. So S squared is what we call variance. Now the summation we have the summation there of what? X minus X squared like that over the number of what? The number of sample minus 1. So the on top there we have squared, that is what? 308 over what is now our n is 7. So 7 minus 1, that will be what? 6. So from there then we divide there. What are we going to get? So we are getting what? 51.333. So 51.33 continues like that. So I'll just end like there. So this is what? Our standard deviation. Now to find, that's our variance. To find the standard deviation, what you are going to do is we'll say SD, all right, is equal to the root of what? Uh, root of what? Root of the same as what? Standard variance. All right. Now the value of variance is what? Is 51. All right. So the value of variance is 51.33. So what we are going to do is we will write the same 51 point what? 0.33 like that. So the root of that will give us what? It will give us what? 7 point um 7.165 like that. So this is our what? Standard deviation. So this is how we find the standard deviation. We have simplified everything here. Then the other thing is, can you try this? Let me just give you exercise. You try this as well. All right. So try this. So let's say I give you. Well, let me just write it on the other page. All right. So try this one. So you are trying this one. Given the sample data set as what? 2, 5, 6, 7. Let me put 13 there. All right, let me just put a number, or just 13, the same 13. Okay, so this is what? 13. Then this is what? 25. Then this is what? 33. Then 50, like that. Okay, so what you are going to do is you find everything there. Now for this case, this is an even arrangement, or even it is out of number. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8, right? How can you find the median, the one which is on the mid? So you look at those now. Since there is no specific number on the middle, you get those two ones which are on the middle. I'll get 7 and 13 there. Then now add them. You add them. So I'll say 7 plus what? 13. Then divide by what? 2 to find my median value. So the one on the middle, you can see here there are 3, and also this side there are 3. So I will judge from these two guys. Then that will give me what? 20. So 20 divided by 2, that will give them 10. So I've just opened up your mind, so you can go and try do everything like we said. So the other stuff that we have remained with is how to find the relative standard deviation, everything like that. Okay, so that is it. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you in the next video.